Okay, I have a big treat for you guys today. A colleague of mine that I work with saw that we had a YouTube channel, and he's a fan of the YouTube channel, and he's also in the same profession as I am, geology and mining. He sent me a piece of Labradorite that he collected in Labrador. This specimen comes from a pretty popular spot where a lot of very high quality museum grade Labradorite was collected. And most notably, one of the best pieces I've ever seen is at the Johnson Geological Museum in St. John's, Newfoundland. A picture of that right now coming on the screen. As you can see in this sample, there's lots of blue. The labradorescence is very strong. Greens. The most desirable color in Labradorite is blue, deep blues, sky blues. So my colleague was able to collect the piece that I'm showing you now on a geological expedition he did in Newfoundland. It wasn't for Labradorite, he just came across this. It was in the same area. As far as museum quality goes, this is probably on the lower end of the grade scale for museum quality, but as far as a collector's quality, this is extremely high grade. I mean, look at the labradorescence in this piece. It's amazing. It's mostly the light green color to the light blue color, so it's not the most desirable. There is a bit of the dark blue you can see in here. It gets to be a little more bluish on the edge here. The whole face just labradoresces. And here's the other side. Again, you're getting more bluish up here, light green here. As far as Labradorite goes, the best Labradorite that you can get in the world is from Labrador, as far as color. There is a bit of fracturing in it. You can see this piece is fractured, and the piece that I showed you at the museum is fractured. However, the color is just unmatched. You can't find that color anywhere else in the world. The Madagascar Labradorite is less fractured, and it's easier to work with, but as far as the grade and color, the Labradorite from Newfoundland, it just doesn't get any better. And this is a great example of it. He was kind enough to send me this piece, and I don't want to do anything to this piece. I don't want to cut it up. I don't want to do it. So I'm going to polish it. I'm going to try to make this labradorescence come out even better through a polish and get to see this blue, these other blues and other colors come out hopefully in the polish. I'm going to use my DIY method with my drills and my polishing pads. You could tell this was cut with a really good saw blade. There's no saw marks on it. So I'm probably going to start it at a higher grit, probably like 200 maybe, and then we work our way up in grit from there. Go up to like a 3,000, probably an 8,000, 10,000 polish, something like that. So let's get started. Really excited. All right, I'm actually going to start it off on a 400 grit. I think that the polish is probably, or the cut that was done with the blades, probably too close to a 400 grit polish on it already. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the 400 grit disc, which will save a significant amount of time. I'm going to do this wet. Here's my setup. Just buy these diamond impregnated pads. And you can see I'm going to start with the 400. And I'm going to use my drill with my arbor attachment. I actually have the entire list of materials that you need to start this setup at home for yourself. And you can find it in our link in the description. It's our Amazon affiliate link. I have a link to a DIY drill setup there. So you can go check that out. It's under $200 you can get all this for. So I'm going to go ahead and start this now. All right, I finished polishing that piece of Labradorite, and here's what we got. Got a pretty good shine. As you can see, when you start at the right-hand side and you work your way to the left-hand side of the piece, it gets that nice blue color that we were looking for. So the whole thing, the whole face has labradorescence, and it varies in color from right to left, which is very nice. Very happy with the polish. The sun's pretty bright today, so it's gonna throw it out of focus, but didn't do the other side. You can see it's much duller on that side, just because I wanted to have a side that shows kind of like the before, and then you have the after. Labradorite's very soft, and as you can see in the video when I was polishing, it was, you know, even the later stages, the higher grits were still grinding the surface. So it's pretty soft, but pretty happy with the polish. Again, the DIY setup that I used today, you can do that at home. It's very easy to set up. I have an Amazon storefront where I have a link to that exact setup, all the materials you need, the drill, the pads, the adapters, everything. So you can just head on over there. The link's in the description of this video, and you can head on over to the storefront and see what you need to purchase to set that up. It's less than $200. It's close to $100 actually, so it's very cheap, and you can get yourself, you know, polishing rocks on your own at home. Thank you to my coworker who is now enjoying retirement, and who sent me this piece. Very much appreciate it. It's going in my collection, be going right on a shelf, and this is the best example of Newfoundland Labradorite that I have. So with that, guys, want to wish everybody a great weekend, and we'll catch you next one.